Hello guys and good evening. Today I'm going to share to you on how to set up your LAMP server in your Ubuntu environment or your operating system. Actually, you can research online. There's a lot of tutorial on how to set up. But I'm gonna show you on how to do it using Ubuntu right now. So maybe I will also include the virtual host and also the on how to set up the php-myadmin in your Ubuntu, because in our previous video I showed there on how to install the SAMP, the MySQL Php and Apache server, and also I created a previous video on how to set up your php-myadmin. So I will try to set up once here in Ubuntu or in our Linux environment. So what are we gonna do first? So before that, we need to open our terminal. Okay. So check muna natin kung updated ba yung repository natin or your Ubuntu natin, if our operating system is updated. So we need to log into our root account. So currently, before, it's not root account, that's Juan at Juan, that is the normal account, and then we need to access the root account in order to execute some installation. Okay, so we need to check first if it's updated, because it's importante kasi yan eh. Okay, and then let me check here. I think it's done. Alright, so there are packages, there are 3 packages. Maybe we need to check that one, the list. Alright, okay. So the first thing to do here is I'm not going to update because it will take time. So we will proceed direct to installation of Apache. So first thing to do is to install the Apache in your terminal. So before that, we need to go to Launchpad Ubuntu to check if it's already included. So I think it's already included because it's a new version of Ubuntu. So I will try to install. Oh yeah, it's included already in the Ubuntu. So let's that one, and then let's check it here first. So kung hindi pa included, you need to add your repository for Apache, but since it is included, no need na. So check muna natin dito para malaman nyo na it's already included. Okay, so here Apache HTTP server available already in Bionic and so on. So if you check our what do we call this one, source list, yeah, it's Bionic, right? So it's already included. That's why once you enter app install Apache2, it will ask you if you're going to proceed because it's already in the repository, no? So included na siya. So let's install the Apache server now. 1 second. Alright, and then yes, press Y. So do you want to continue? Yes. Okay, so let's wait. So ang kaibahan dito is sa Windows 7, if you watch my previous video, madali lang dun kasi because you need to simply, what do we call this, download the SAMP or WAMP application, and then you can just simply click and go and check some, if you want to install MySQL and so on. Here, I think you can also do that, but uh, but in Ubuntu usually it is manually installed, or you need to manually install the application, like for example the Apache server. So I think it's already installed, guys. So let's try to locate. So it's already installed. All right, and then let's try to service Apache2 checks the status. All right, so as you can see, the status is installed already. So our Apache is running. Try natin access sa web. I think that should work. Localhost. Ayun. So once you have this, once you ma-access yung localhost, meaning you already installed the Apache server or Apache HTTP server, so it works, right? So we're good now for our Apache. So next would be we need to install a PHP. So let's check first the PHP version, kung ano yung available at this time of recording. Oh, alright, so the latest version is 7.3 something. Maybe we'll just install 7.2 for now. Okay, so check din nyo if PHP is already included. So I think it's included also. Yeah, it's already included, so it's already available. So simply you can install install, and then PHP, and then the version. If you like 7.3, then you need to 7.3. But since we need, I think we just need to install PHP 7.2 kasi hindi pa ata yun stable yung 7.3. So we'll just use 7.3 for now. Alright, so asking, do you want to continue, blah blah blah. So these are the packages: common, php.2, CLI, so on, JSON, and so on. Alright, yes. Okay, so since installing pa siya, maybe we need to check. I will show you kung saan nakalagay yung Apache. We installed already the Apache, right? So Apache is located in ATC Apache here, and then yep, so it's located in /ATC and then Apache2. So lots of folder here. So later I will show you on how to set up the virtual host. So let's check available. All right. Okay, so currently it's pointing to document or bar www.html. So let's try to check that. Okay, so cd bar. All right, so it's here. So yung display sa localhost is located in bar www.html. So as you can see, the virtual host is document root is var www.html. In my previous video in Windows 7, it's located in drive C, sump, and htdocs, right? I remember that one. And then, but in Ubuntu it's different. So it's in bar www.html. Also, if you're not familiar with Ubuntu or Linux, then maybe you can read some basics, or like file directory structure. So it's very important so that you will know where are the files located. So that's the, if you're going to change that one, like for example var.html, Okay, so I'm going to update that one. Maybe I will just copy that one, index 10, and no, um, yeah, index 2, and then we need to update now. It's 1. Okay, this is maybe welcome to Juan or code ni Juan. Here's and then save. Restart Apache. Start. Alright, and then let's access localhost again. Let's close this one, and then localhost, it should be changed. Oops, 1 second. What's the name of the file? I forgot. There's walang extension. I'm sorry. I will just, as you can see, walang extension. It's just index dot. So I can simply move that one. Okay, so index.html. HTML ginagamit ko because I think hindi ko pa na-install. I think tapos nang na-install yung PHP, but pag hindi pa na-install, then you can just use HTML. Let's go back here. There you go. So welcome to Code ni Juan. Cheers. All right. So it's working. So our Apache server is working, ready for PHP. So I think our PHP is already done. Yeah, it's installed already. So to check the version of PHP, if it's already installed, then you can simply type php-version, right? So it's already installed. It's 7.2 and so on. And then if you like to know what is purpose of B, that is version, and other options for PHP command, we can simply type php-h, and then you can read those options here. So what options we use is V, so version number. Alright, so yan lang. So you can just read those things if you like. Okay, so our PHP is already installed, and now we can simply change, instead of HTML, I think we can change that one to PHP. Yep. Okay, so HTML and then index.php, since it's already installed. I'm not sure, but but maybe we'll restart first our Apache. So don't forget, guys, our Apache is our server. So without Apache, of course, your PHP will not run. So dapat prerequisite talaga yan. Dapat installed talaga yan. So if wala yan, of course, hindi yan tatakbo. I mean, yung PHP nyo. So you need that. Okay, so I'm going to restart, and then let's try. Yes, it's still working. And then let's try like this. Since it's already PHP, alright, it's working. And then yung isa, yung kanina, yung original file, I renamed that to index2.html, and that should work. That should work also. Okay, so that's it. What's next? Next is to what do we call this one? To install your, of course, your MySQL. Okay, so to do that, you need to install your MySQL server. So let's maybe we just use this one. Okay, so to install that one, you need to install MySQL server. Okay, so if you don't know what is MySQL server, so ito yung ginagamit natin sa database natin, sa data natin, data ng web application natin. For example, our website. So you need to store like post, or you need to store information sa website mo, and then you want it to be stored sa database, then you need MySQL server. Okay, so we need to install that one. Yes, it is included also in Ubuntu, in the latest Ubuntu version. So you don't need to add repository. You just need to update your um, repository or your source list, and then after that you can simply install php-mysql and Apache server. Okay, so yes, so yep, so while waiting, I'm gonna show you kung saan natin kung paano natin i-install yung virtual host, right? So to do that in virtual host, you need to go to cd etc apache2 and then sites available, or para makita nyo yung list of folders, so under etc apache2, so those are the folders. So each folder contains files. And then sa configuration naman sa Apache, if you notice, I think sa SAMP natin, mayroon din tayong Apache2 configuration. So it's the same with this. It's located in etc Apache2 and then apache.conf or configuration or config. So you can check that one if you like. Okay. So these are the configuration. Alright, so you can check all here. Maybe we will I will show, maybe I will create another video on how to set up some configuration here to achieve some parts of PHP options. So but not in this session for now, but I'll just show you kung saan nyo makikita yung Apache. And then for virtual host, you need to go to cd and then site available. Okay, so it's here, and then the default configuration is the, I think it's the 00. It's the 00 that default dash default, but let's check the default one. No, yeah, because that is the configuration for the SSL, for the HTTPS. So yeah, that's the default one. So let's check. So ito yun. So I will just expand. Alright. So currently it's pointed to, if you access localhost, then it's pointed to what do we call this, HTML or var www HTML. Okay, maybe we will just create a what do we call that? Okay, so our MySQL is already installed. So for that, maybe we will check first our MySQL. Alright, so it's already installed, guys. So show databases. Now let's MySQL. Alright. Yeah, it's already installed. So same thing with what do we call this in our SAMP. Just check our previous video. So it's already installed and the default password is empty. Okay, so in our, also let's go back in our, since our MySQL is already installed, let's go back in our PHP. We installed, yes, we installed already our PHP, but we need also to, what do we call this, to install some common functions. So what are the common functions? I will just copy and paste. I have here. So install this common function, but I will include this in our description. So we need those. I think we've already done that one. All right. Oops. So we need those also to work with, and then some other options. like for example curl and json and so on. So to install a package, you can just simply apt or apt install and then the package name. Alright, so for example php-curl. So you can just research in Google and then package php-curl for Ubuntu or for Linux, and you can find a lot of package here that you can install. Like for example this one. So the package name is php-curl and so on. So 7.2. Let's try. Okay, so 7.2 -curl. So that's how to install. It's apt install and then the package name. So it's already installed. So I installed that already. Okay. PHP version. Alright, and then all good. So let's review. First we did the Apache, we installed the Apache, so we type Apache app install Apache2 like that, and then we check if it's already installed. So to check that one is just simply service Apache2 status. So you will see it's installed. Alright, and then for PHP, of course we have app install PHP and then the version of the PHP which is apps.7.2, and then the other package which I will put in the description in this video, so you can install that also. Right, so what are the packages? These are the packages, the common packages of PHP. And then of course MySQL, so we install the MySQL, right? So app install MySQL server. So we install the MySQL server. So to check that, the version, so our version of MySQL is 5.7, and then our PHP is 7.2. Yep, that's right. And then we have our Apache 2 point something, the version of it. All right, and then here we access localhost. Yep, we updated that one, and then the index2, which is from index.html, we rename it to index.2. So that's right. And then now I'm going to show you on how to set up and how to change or how to set up a virtual host. Maybe I will just same thing with the virtual host we did in our previous video in our sump. I think the name of that is code-new1 something. Yes, code-new1.localhost. So, alright, let's create our virtual host right now. To do that, you need to go to in this location, etc Apache site available, sites available. So if you are here, if you are in the main directory, so you can just simply etc Apache2 sites available. Okay, so and then check the configuration. So there are two configuration here, the default one and then SSL. So we just need the default one, the root the 00 default that configuration. So we just need to copy that one, but before that we just need to check first. Okay, so this is the default configuration. So this is used by the localhost if you access localhost. So yan. So in our case, since we need to create a virtual host for our website, for example, so you need to copy that one. So 00 copy and then code-new1 dot configuration. Okay, so it's there, and then update that one. So here, the document root is HTML. So what are we gonna do is mag-add lang tayo ng folder. So the folder would be code new1. So that would be the folder name. And then of course, hindi nakalagay dito yung server name. So the server name would be code new1.localhost, and also the server alias. So we need to add that too. www.codenew1.localhost. Alright, and then for the logs, maybe we just need to rename this one to codenew1 error. If there's some errors, and you can check these logs. So it's located in Apache log directory. It's located in var and logs. So it's located here, var and then logs. Oops. cd var log, and then you need to locate the Apache. So it's located here. So code new1 access, right? I think and then after that one, so we added the the server name, alias, and then the document root. Of course, we need to save that one, and then we need to create the folder. So folder is located in cd what's the location? Forgot the location for a second. Nano 0 var www. Alright, so var www.html. Alright, so nano. So we need to create folder name. So code new1 is located at var www.html, and then folder name code new1. So we need to create that one. Alright, so let's check. So it's here, and then maybe we just simply create index.php, and then just displays basic text. H1 like that. Welcome to my website. codenew1.com. Right, then save that one. Oops, mali. I updated the index, so maybe I will just copy that one. cp index.php, and then code new1 index.php. Alright, and then go there. So it's there, index.php. Let's check that one. So welcome to my website, codenew1.com. Alright, and then what's next? So we created the folder, which is the document root. So it's here, and then inside the document root we have index.php. So once we access this code new1.localhost, it will be pointed to this folder. So whatever files inside this folder, since we have index.php, automatically that would be the display in the browser. That would be the result. So but before that, we need to enable. We created the configuration, right? So configuration is config new1.configuration. We created that one, so we need to activate that one. To activate that one, this would be the command A2 enable site, and then the configuration name, and then press enter, and then you need to reload or restart the Apache server to take effect. So we already did that one, but not yet. We're still not yet done. We need to add the server name to our host. Same thing with some. When we created the virtual host, if you watch the previous video, we added the server name in our drive C, system32 driver and etc. We updated the host file there, and then we added the server name. So what is our server name? Our server name is codenyhuan.localhost. So this one. So we need to add this one. So we need to copy that one, and then we need to update the host. In Linux, where is the host located? So it's located in etc and then host. So we need to update that one, and then add it here. And then of course the IP address since localhost, so 127.0.0.1 space. Alright, so it's been added, and then save, and then don't forget to restart your Apache server. Every time you updated your configuration, don't forget to update to restart your Apache HTTP server. So to update that one, and then you just simply call server restart or service Apache restart in the terminal. And then once done, if you will see an error, maybe your configuration is not working or there's some problem. So if you cast this command, service Apache restart, if there is no error, meaning it is working or the configuration is correct. Or check Apache2 status if it is active and running. So it is active and running, right? Okay, so hopefully this will work. So codenyhuan.localhost, and then I will press enter right now, and it should show welcome to my website if there is no problem. Alright, that's good. So it's working. So now we created the virtual host in our Ubuntu or in our Linux environment. So if you will change that one, of course you need to go to var www, that since this is your document root of your codenyhuan.localhost or whatever name that you like to use in your local host. If you are building a project, then it's up to you. So I'm going to edit now. No, for example, I will just add another paragraph, and we just simply, yes, we did it. Alright, and then save that one. Of course, guys, in actual programming, you will not use what do we call this, command line or terminal to update your index.php or other files of PHP. And we need a text editor or a IDE. So soon in our next video, I'm gonna show you on how to download and then set up your IDE, and then you can start working with your PHP project and so on. Right? So start your Apache, and then just to make sure, and then refresh, and then there you go. Yes, we did it. Okay. So recap what we did for this. What we did to create the virtual host is, first is we need to, of course, we installed earlier the Apache, MySQL, and PHP, and then after that we created this virtual host. So ano yung mga step na kailangan natin para makagawa ng virtual host? So first is kailangan natin pumunta sa etc Apache sites available, and then after that you need to copy the default configuration, make your own configuration, it's up to you. In this tutorial I use codenyhuan.configuration, and then I updated that configuration. I added the server name, the alias name, and then I changed the document root. Instead pointing to HTML, I created a new folder which is called new1 in a var www html folder, and then I added a index.php there. Okay, and then after that, once done with the configuration, I simply activated the configuration by simply casting this command, which is a2 in site or enable site, and then followed by the what we call this, the configuration file, which is the code.co or configuration or connet. And then after that, once it's done, of course, don't forget to add the server name in your host. So host located in etc and then host. So you need to update that one, and you need to add your server name. So nano etc, and then I added this one. Okay, so here, since I'm here in localhost, of course I will use 127.0.0.1. But if in actual website or an actual web page or in the production process, then you need to use actual IP address. Okay, I think that's all. Yep, I think that's all. So yes, so our virtual host is now working. And if you have any question, you can write down in your comment, and then you can message me direct if you like, and then maybe I can reply immediately in my vacant time. So thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye.